Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Memes of the Week. The best thing you could do for this channel is spank that like button to help this video reach a wider audience. Before I get on with the memes, first a word from today's sponsor. A Noir Story is a book about what happens when a blue pill beta simp faces a situation that should have been responded to by either taking the red pill or going his own way. Instead, he chooses to cling to the Disney delusion that he found a unicorn woman with disastrous results. It's only $3.99 for the Kindle version and $9.99 for paperback on Amazon. For 175 pages, that's a great value. Sponsor link is down below. And now on with the memes. Number one, if you want to know how brutal inflation is, then look at this. For 2.5 billion people in the world, or 45% of the global population, the average loss in their currencies is 45% over the last 4 years. Imagine working 9 to 5 for 2 decades while saving in money, to watch 10 years of your labor just disappear into thin air. In the West, purchasing power has also gone down 40 to 100% over the last 5 years. Most people will never understand this. Up next, meet Sophia. She's Victoria's Secret's first model with Down syndrome. She looks like she would be a lot of fun in bed. I mean, if she's down, then I'm down. She looks better than Greta Thunberg, and Greta doesn't even have Down syndrome. This is the sort of diversity, equity, and inclusion that I can get behind. Literally. Here's what all the guys with Down syndrome are thinking when they see her. She's a good fit because everyone knows you don't need brains to do modeling. Number 3, here's a beautiful mosaic of Camala Harris made out of the black men she locked up and kept in prison past their release date so that California could squeeze more free jail labor out of them. If the Democrats replace Biden, they'll most likely have to pick her, and that means they'll lose the election. Then again, she's probably got the black vote locked up, both literally and figuratively. Moving on, here's what women who are victims of sexual assault do. They wait 25 to 30 years to report it in many cases, and only when the guy that supposedly did it is running against the Democrats. Yeah, because that doesn't make it all seem like a huge lie or anything. Brett Kavanaugh and Clarence Thomas come to mind. Women are willing to destroy men they don't even know so that the female collective can get more goodies from the government. Number 5, apparently Chuck Schumer flipped out because people kept sending him memes like this after he put cheese on an uncooked hamburger to show everyone that he was one of them. Here's the original image this meme is based on. This coming from a Jewish man who should actually know that mixing dairy and meat isn't kosher. Maybe the one burger is really for the one non-Hebrew that he invited to the barbecue, so that person can actually be the sick one. Up next, when someone tells you that Hollywood and lamestream media are destroying our society, that's when you correct them and tell them not to forget giving a little credit to the public schools too. This is tragic but funny. Between all three of those things, it's hard to keep your kids from turning out woke these days. Number 7, remember that as her body weight grows, so does the chance of her becoming a feminist. But apparently whoever made this hasn't visited Dixieland in Texas yet. Body weight could also be replaced with the number of piercings or the surface area covered by tattoos. Here's a picture of the king after being escorted out of the feminist convention, where he was demanding to speak to the man in charge. Moving on, this Turkish Islamic preacher says men without beards cause indecent thoughts in other men because they look like women. So if men don't grow beards, then they're turning other men gay. This is actually funny because today all gay men seem to be having beards. So maybe this guy is suppressing his true desires or something. But then again, Henry Cavill looks like a woman and he needs to grow a serious beard, or else some innocent goat herder out there might be forced to fap off to him. Mystery solved. Homosexuality is caused by shaving. Number 9, an armed and dangerous trans woman ended her parents in Utah and sparked a massive manhunt. Sorry, that's a ma'am hunt, or at the very least a woman hunt. I didn't see this on the news, and I wonder why. If a Christian guy had done this, it would be making national headlines showing the dangers of Christianity and the far right. I'm sure the FBI will crack the case and discover that it was the parents that turned her trans. Up next, here's something that's both impressive and scary at the same time. It makes the perfect Halloween costume too. This is the look that Raphael makes when the pizza arrives with pineapple on it, and he's not sure if it's a topping or a cry for help. She may be fat, but at least she's creative. Number 11, it looks like McDonald's is going to end its AI drive-thru experiment after it filled crazy orders like bacon on ice cream and a $222 McNugget bill. I hope they confirm that a pregnant lady and a land whale didn't make those orders. But I don't see a difference between this and when I used to go to Mickey D's and the people working behind the counter messed up my order. Then again, maybe the liberal mind cannot fathom the sheer godliness of bacon on ice cream. Moving on, the new millennial American dream is a housing market crash. But that's not going to happen so long as the politicians keep printing money. There isn't enough housing being built, and BlackRock keeps buying up tons of empty properties. And illegal migrants are coming in, all to protect the retirement of boomers and screw the younger generations. The new American dream should be for the young to leave America and work remotely. Layoffs and housing inventory are rising, so maybe I'm wrong. Time will tell. Number 13 is the world's wealthiest woman, by divorce. Hippity Hoppity, she took half of Jeff Bezos' property. Bozo left her for a Latin single mother. All the money in the world won't save you if you're a simp. Jeff's first wife here reminds me of a discount Carrie Ann Moss. Some people say that she looks hot. I think she does too. But is sad puppy hot with that Texas chin? Up next, we have the sign from the Bubbles Adult Club. It has 20 beautiful ladies in it and 39 sexy legs. What is this, one of the set pieces from the Grindhouse film Planet Terror? Or is one of those beautiful ladies a diabetes hire? But in a fine establishment like this, I'd pay more to see less legs. Please welcome Stumpalina on the stage, everybody. Number 15, Brian Banks did 5 years in prison because of a false accusation of rape because a high school girl didn't want her mom to know that she had sex with him. She even got a $1.5 million settlement from the school district that he was teaching at. Eventually, the truth came out and the school district sued her back for $2.6 million. But I doubt that they'll ever recover all that money. And Brian certainly won't be getting 5 years of his life back. Don't believe all women. Many are liars, and they need to be locked up. Moving on, with Idaho set to end child molesters in the state, maybe other states can also have illegal migrants hunt down sex offenders for a green card or citizenship. And we can call it aliens versus predators. Unfortunately for us, sometimes they're the same thing. So how are they supposed to hunt down themselves? Number 17, you know your country is cuck when the criminals are protesting, so the state protects them when they rob a store. Maybe if his single mother taught him not to rob a store in the first place, then she wouldn't have to worry about losing her son husband. This has to be photoshopped, but if it's not, then maybe his mother should have stayed with his father, and that might have prevented him from becoming a robber in the first place. Up next, women hold nearly 2/3 of America's student loan debt, and it takes them longer to pay it back. That makes sense mathematically. Is that because they're bad with money, though, or because finding a simp these days willing to pay it off for them is more difficult than ever? Maybe it's because they get bad degrees that don't pay very much, but that's not it at all. Women in their 20s are now making more money than men in their 20s. Women just don't want to pay off their debt because they're hoping the government will pay it through male tax dollars. Number 19, she says she doesn't wear tight booty shorts to the gym for attention. But trolls say that she does, and she says that they're wrong. What amuses me is that there are simps out there that'll actually believe her. Maybe she's wearing those shorts so she doesn't pick up a skin infection off the equipment. This meme illustrates things perfectly. If the men were to appear to glance at her in the booty shorts, then they're all pigs. She's just looking for attention and drama. Moving on, these two men married to each other finally got the boy they always wanted through surrogacy. And the woman got a full bag of money. She looks so creepy when she gets it, though. Then there's only one thing left to do. Turn their boy into a trans newborn in a dress. I think this comic forgot the step where they did some very unsavory things to that kid and his Schwing. This is a joke now, but one day it's going to be happening on an industrial scale. Number 21, this man went on a solo vacation without his girlfriend after she couldn't pay for her half. He sure looks happy in that inflatable donut. Looks like he wanted some peace and quiet, so he decided not to take his girlfriend along. He could do whatever he wants without constantly trying to keep her happy. You can also see 5 times more in a trip without taking a woman on it. Up next, here's the difference between girls on dating apps and what they look like on the first date. If there's no full body picture, it's for a reason, and you should run unless you like your ladies with cankles and spare tires. You can also tell from their roundish faces and fat cheeks. These days, the ladies know that guys know this, so they say that if you don't like big, beautiful women, then just keep on moving. Number 23, when you see this on a woman, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? I start hearing sounds like moo and oink oink. After the sounds subside, I start to think to myself, I wish I had a 9-volt battery to test those contact points with a booster cable. Well, on the bright side, at least she didn't actually get a tongue ring. Also, at least piercings aren't permanent like tattoos. Moving on, a cop arrested Justin Timberlake and didn't even know who he was. Justin told him under his breath, "This is going to ruin the tour." The cop asked, "What tour?" Justin said, "The world tour." You know you're no longer relevant when random people don't remember your music or film career. All I can hear right now is him singing, "Cry Me a River." How about not driving while drunk and risking your life and everyone else's, Justin? Number 25 and the last one is Amanda Bynes, looking like she'd lost her mind. Notice that she too has a moo ring. And even though she looks like that, there will always be a simp out there to take her. She used to work for Disney, and it looks like Disney and the Catholic Church are both neck and neck to see which one will destroy more young people these days. So that's it for another Memes of the Week. Please give this video a like to push it up in the algorithm, and so new viewers can find it. If you enjoy this series and want me to keep making it, then donate it to PayPal and subscribe to our links below. It really helps out. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and cheers.